Morning, YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. Bandana Gramma here. No, I'm not in my kitchen. I'm not even in my house. I'm in my son's house in Massachusetts. We are here visiting, and they left me all alone. My husband went to the coffee shop to read and get comfortable in a cozy chair and have some coffee. My son's gone to work. The grandkids are at school. Bandana Gramma's all by herself. So I thought, I'll get my friends in here and I'll talk to them. So here I am trying to pull up, let's see, who's coming in. Belinda, hello Belinda. Thanks for being here. And Darlene, good morning. Did you see my notice that I was going to be on? I only just put it up. So Ellie. Good old faithful Ellie too. There's 3 of my regulars coming in. Thank you very much. So what have I been doing? Well, we've been traveling. We went up to upstate New York first to see our siblings. Let's see, Rita, hello. And so I had a lot of time to crochet in the car. It's like 6-7 hours driving up to New York and another 4 to come over to here. So I was crocheting away, and I started another poncho. I started another denim yarn poncho. So I've got almost, it takes 4 panels plus the hood, and I've got 2 panels done, and the 3rd one I have 1 more row to go on. So I've got that done. I finished some slippers. I worked on a hat. So it makes the time go a whole lot faster to crochet while you're in the car instead of just watching the scenery go by. I don't drive usually, so my husband does all the driving, and it really helps to have crocheting. The time flies by when I have something to do. Okay, and Thrifty VG, hello. Hello, Thrifty VG. So we had some snow last night here, only about 1 inch, and now it's turned to rain, and later it might be freezing rain. So prayers for everybody to have safe travel out here. Of course, I'm thinking of my son. One of my grandkids I only got a glimpse of because he's been diagnosed with the flu, so he's quarantined away. And hopefully the rest of them aren't going to come down with it. Yeah, the flu's been bad this year for a lot of people. We have rain on Rhode Island too. Yeah, temperature here I think is 34, so it's just above freezing now. But my husband cleaned the cars off this morning, and he said that it was a really heavy snow, really good for making snowballs, but that was before the rain started. So now it's just going to kind of be a soggy mess, I think. So I am working on this poncho. And what I'm planning on doing, if my sister agrees, is when I start the next panel, just kind of take you along as I'm doing it, because she's got her own, this is my sister's pattern for the poncho. That's my sister, and these are her patterns for the hooded poncho with the fringe. And she sells it for like $4. It's a cheap, it's, you know, she doesn't ask a lot of money for it. So I think what I'm going to do is take you along as I start doing the next panel and show you how I do it. And then if you want to get the pattern, I'll put a link in so you can get a link to her pattern. Let's see here. We have rain in Rhode Island. It's 32 degrees in Rhode Island too. Are you going to any thrift stores? We went to one yesterday. I'd like to go to some more. It's just a matter of the weather and what the plans are with the family here, and if my husband's agreeable that he's up to going to the thrift store again. He usually likes it if we don't, as long as I don't go crazy. I did hit a dollar store too. I was hoping to find some more yarn because down our way the dollar stores are getting some good yarn in, but there wasn't any, wasn't much. And at the thrift store I did get some new skeins and bought 4 of those, I think. I think they were like $2 each or $1.90 each or something with the discount. It wasn't super cheap, but it was pretty good. Yeah, the pattern is very pretty. I'm working on my 15th poncho. This is number 15. When I make them full size, that's extra long with the long fringe and the big hood, it takes me about 20 hours to make one. So, and I've sold quite a few, and I don't sell them cheap because I don't do all that work for nothing, you know. And sometimes it takes 7 or 8 skeins for the big one with the big hood. And sometimes I get a good deal on yarn, but sometimes I don't. And so I just kind of keep the price stable. And when I get a good deal, then I figure, well, finally I'm getting a little money from my time, because usually I don't get much of anything from my time. Okay, morning, please pray for Corey. I've been reading and praying for Corey, Alicia, when I saw your ads. He has been sick, so sick now. His asthma is acting up. Not sure if you saw my update, Susie. Nice to see you. I did, Alicia, and I have been praying. I will add Corey to my prayers, Alicia, says Ellie. Thank you, Ellie, for that. Poor little Corey. He's been through it. And Alicia has her hands full out there. It seems like there's always things coming up with the health of her kids and with her own health as well. You're welcome. I'm happy to do that. Yes, and I thank you all when you prayed for my husband when he went in for the catheterizations and stent placements, and he's doing great. He didn't have any heart damage. They fixed it, and his blood circulation is good now. Excuse me. And he's building up his walking again, and we're really happy about that. And thank you so much for praying. Hello, Brenda Duncan. Glad to have you in here. So I have at least one wrench in here, one moderator. Let's see. Glad you got there safely. Yeah, we went up to New York first. We spent the weekend there and then left Monday to come the 4 hours over here to Mass to see our son. Okay. Yes, you're very welcome. Hi, Donna. Our granddaughter, Tatum, is a senior this year in high school. Can't believe it. You know how that goes. And she's captain of the basketball team. She's very athletic. And we went to her senior game last night where they acknowledged the seniors that are on the ball team. And she comes out first when the whole team came out of the locker room, you know, with the fanfare and the music playing. And Tate was in the beginning, in the front of the line, going in and going around the gym. It was pretty cool. And so I got a video of that. I doubt I'll post it on my Bandana Gramma page. That's a little, you know, private with grandkids and stuff. So I don't do that without parents' permission. But I'll probably have it on my private page for my family to see. And we had a good time watching the game. She had a good game, and it was very enjoyable. And tomorrow night we're going to go see her play another game and her brother play a game as well. So that's pretty much one of the reasons we came up at this time, was to see her play. And she also plays lacrosse and field hockey. So she's got a nice scholarship to go to college this year with her athleticism, and we're hoping all good things for Tate. Let's see. Duncan, Ellie, so nice about granddaughter. Yeah, she's a sweetie. So we don't get to see them too much because we live in Maryland and they're out here in Massachusetts. So it's nice when we can make the trip, or in the summer we usually see them because we'll all go to the Outer Banks together at a week during the summer, and then the whole family, that everyone who can come comes to that, and we get to see usually most of the grandchildren there at the same time. You get some good pictures of the kids, so that's always nice. So back to my crocheting. This last row is just a very simple one. Come on, tripod, no tipping over. A very simple one. This is just, the whole last row is just double crocheted. So nothing fancy here. But as you can tell by the pattern, there's a lot of different stitches in this poncho, and it comes up so pretty. And I can make it out of different weights of yarn. The one I wear all the time is a little heavier weight of yarn than this. This is a lighter one that, you know, this one wouldn't keep you really warm in the winter or anything. It'd be a nice spring or fall throw on as an extra layer. But because it does have the holes in it, of course, it isn't ideal for cold, cold weather, this weight. But it's really nice for spring and cool summer nights or in the fall. And I do like to put the hoods on them. Not everybody wants a hood. Not everybody wants the fringe. I had one lady who bought one and she said, I definitely don't want the fringe because I have 3 cats. And she said, I wouldn't survive walking across the floor with the fringe hanging down. So that's funny. I also am making one for my daughter. In fact, it's this one. And she wants a hood, but she doesn't want any fringe either. So, you know, different people want different things. And I try to accommodate them. And the ones I did in the fall colors, I sold 3 of those at Homesteaders of America. Actually 4. I got 3 orders afterward, and I sold 1 while I was there. And that's the one I wear most of the time. I want to make one in these colors for myself as well, because I love wearing it with jeans, one of these denim-looking yarn ones. And I want to use a heavier weight yarn for it also. Find a denim yarn in a 5 or probably a 5 or 6 weight to make one that's a little heftier. So how many of you out there crochet? I love it. It just is so nice to see work that comes together quickly. Well, this takes me 20 hours, but for the size of it, that's not bad. And I think it's relaxing, and it gives me a lot of satisfaction to sit down and spend a little time doing something that you have a product at the end. So, yeah. So this is the last row on this panel. 4 panels that I'll put together to make the poncho, and then put borders on them, and fringe, and a hood. So, when I make my ponchos, I usually try a goal of doing 1 square a day, and then doing another day to put them all together, maybe 2 days. Let's see, any other comments here? Hello, Patty Grove. So happy to have you here. Patty out there in Colorado. Have you got snow out there, Patty? Big Family Devotion is on. If you're still on when I get out of that, I'll be back. Oh, that's good to know. I usually like to get in there too. When I have Jeffrey at home, I don't usually get to join in on that, but this would be a good day to do that. I crochet, says Belinda. That's right, you do. And Hope in, oh my goodness, hello. There's Cherish, Hope in Chaos, a good channel. Go watch Hope in Chaos. Formerly, why am I forgetting? I knew that channel as well as my own. Anyway, Hope in Chaos, doesn't matter what she formerly was. Go check out her channel. She does a lot of cooking, a lot of cute things with the kids. She's a homesteader at heart that did have a little homestead, and now she's transitioning to save up money to get a bigger homestead, and meanwhile living not so homesteady, but still a homesteader's heart. Does that say it right, Cherish? I don't know. Been crocheting for years and just learned how to read patterns. Usually make my own patterns. That's great, Belinda. Me too. Hats, cowls. Our new and first great-grandson was born 3 weeks ago. I made him some baby booties. That's nice. I'm wearing my slippies. Let's see if I can get you to see. Okay, I got my slippers on. I don't know how well you can see them, but they're up under my pants leg. I got cuffs on them. So, all right. I'm not going to stay on long, but, you know, I have been able to do my live streams for a while with all the things going on at home and the traveling. So when my husband went out for a while and I was all by myself, I said, now's a good time. Turn the camera on just to catch up with folks. We're doing pretty well. I know you're all concerned for a while there because of the health issues, but everything is really coming back to normal again, and we're very thankful, and we thank you for those prayers you put out while my hubby and I had some health issues. So I'm hoping this year I'll get more of a garden in. Last year was a total bust. There was just too much going on. And enjoy your visit and have a safe trip home. Thank you, Belinda. Yeah, so this year I'm hoping to at least get tomatoes and peppers and squash, and my onions will coming back this year. And then I have my fruit trees and my berry bushes. Hoping to get a better garden this year, because last year I did not. I was a total fraud last year and failure with the garden. So this year, hopefully now that we're feeling better, I'll be able to get back into it. All right, I'm not going to stay on. I will come back on sometime when I start a new panel on this, or I may just make a video. Have to think about that one, whether to do a live stream or a video. But I'm going to go through the steps of how to make this poncho. As long as my sister agrees, that's an okay thing to do. And then if you're interested, you can, for like $4, buy her poncho pattern and make one yourself. So my new me, good morning, Brenda. I'm just saying goodbye. I wasn't going to stay on very long today. Praying for a better garden season this year. Thank you, for me and for you. I suppose you're talking about yourself, but yeah. Last year was not good. Oh no, yeah, I wasn't going to stay on long. I just don't have a lot to talk about unless there are questions. I've just got my one project going here, but I wanted to check in because I hadn't done my live stream in so long. Everyone, yeah, praying for a good garden season for everyone this year. My main I have 2 critter problems. 3. Squash borers are horrible from Satan, and I can't ever get ahead of them. And I've tried everything, all the remedies everybody has. And squash bugs, I can stay ahead of them if I pay attention. But I usually like go away or something, and then they take over. And the other one is the squirrels get all my fruit trees, and I can't I don't have a dog, so you can't have a dog out there to chase the squirrels away. I live in a community where the houses are kind of close. You can't have a firearm out there to get rid of the squirrels. I did buy a water scarecrow, which is this gizmo that is activated by motion, and you hook it up to your hose, and when there's motion, the thing will swivel to where the motion is and shoot a stream of water really hard. And it's supposed to zap the squirrel and scare them away, or deer, or whatever happens to be around. I haven't tried it yet, so maybe this year we'll try that. And then I might try, hanging the tin pans or the CDs or something. The one thing that was working last year for quite a while was I bought these realistic looking plastic owls, and I put them in 2 of my fruit trees, and I really think it kept them away until we went away one weekend and the wind blew them out of the tree. Duh, I should have wired them in. This year I'll wire them in. And then right away the squirrels went and they stole all my fruit just before harvest time. And I had a lot of fruit. So yeah, I've been a failure at my fruit trees. They're doing great. And if you remember, I'm espaliering them around my seating area there into a living fence. And that's doing pretty well. But the fruit I have not gotten much of. So that is very disappointing. I got to get on top of that. Psalm 122. Good morning. Good morning. My new me. I had to wait for Addie to finish watching her squirrels before I could have the computer back. Oh boy, Addie rules the roost, I guess. Does it work? Well, like I said, I haven't tried it yet. If you're talking about the water scarecrow, I will try it. Deer got into my garden. Yeah, even though we're in the suburbs and the houses are pretty tight, deer have gotten into my garden before. So I also have to watch out for those. I use toy rubber snakes and just move them around every couple of days. I was looking for some of those. I didn't see any at the time I was out. I haven't been diligent in looking for them, but once or twice we were out, and I thought, oh, maybe I'll get some rubber snakes, and didn't find any. But the owls, I really do think the owls were working until they got blown out of the tree. So maybe this year, if I wire those owls into the tree, it'll keep them away. Unless they got smart last year when the owls blew out and they realized they weren't real owls. I don't know. Dollar Tree had some plastic snakes last time I was there. Okay. I'll have to, but they're only, even little ones this big, you think those would work? We had a giant rat snake living in our yard, and I thought that was a good thing, but it ate all the baby birds and eggs out of all the trees in our yard. I've got a big oak, and I've got some other bushes behind my shed, and I had a pine tree, and there were tons of birds and nests in those trees. And what happened was, one day I looked out in my yard, and I saw jays and cardinals and like 4 different kinds of birds, and they're on the ground, and they're hopping up and down. Like, I thought they were fighting with each other. They're making a racket, and they were jumping up and down. I'm thinking, what in the world is going on with those birds? Why are they fighting with each other? Well, later I saw this giant rat snake going up the tree, and I thought, that's what they were doing. It was hiding under my shed, and when it was coming out, they didn't want it going up the tree, and they were all over there trying to attack it. But they didn't get it. And I mean, I think it must have been about 7 feet long. It was very big. In fact, I got a video of it. And it went up the tree. My daughter Jennifer is vegan, and she loves animals. And Dad wanted to go after the snake with a hoe and chop its head off. And Jennifer wanted to relocate it. So Jennifer, bless her heart, she did what none of us would do, because this thing was big and heavy. She took the rake and got it moved down the tree limb enough where she could get near it. She grabbed that sucker around the head, the back of the head, and she wrangled it out of the tree. The thing was heavy, and it's whipping and flipping all over the place, and she's trying to hang on to it so she can get it in a pillowcase and relocate it, because she wanted to save it. But it got away from her and slithered under the porch. So she wanted to come back and try again, because she didn't want Dad killing it. But we hadn't seen it since, so we don't know if it just went into hibernation after that, and we'll be back or what. So that was. I wish I got that on video. That was pretty interesting to see Jen wrangle that big snake out of the tree. All right. Ellie says now that she's retired, she might get some plants started. Good. I will too. Oh, here comes my husband home. All right, you came north just in time for the big upcoming storm. Yeah, it seems as though, and we didn't see anything on the news about that. I almost brought my snow boots, and then the news or the weather didn't say anything about snow, so I didn't bring them. My new me says I hate snakes. Okay, well, I guess it's time to go. So
I got the paper reading. I'm getting in my car.
Uh-oh.
Car went by, slush. All over my pants, my shoes are soaking wet. Come out of the coffee shop. I couldn't get to my car. The water was this deep over. I had to step through it, so my shoes are soaked. Other than that, it was good.
Was your coffee good?
Yes.
Was your chair comfortable?
I had good reading. Chair was comfortable. You don't have to get off. I'm good.
Okay. All right, you're going to read your newspaper.
Yep.
Okay. So I was just finishing up anyway, so we'll see. I hate snakes. I know they serve a purpose, but right up there with spiders in my world. And we have a lot of black widow spiders around our place.
Show's over. Democratic quixotic impeachment fails miserably.
Yeah. My new me. Oh, well, good thing it didn't bite her. Brave girl. Yeah, well, black snake, they're not supposed to be poisonous or anything. I think they can still bite, though. I don't know what kind of teeth they have. But they get rats, and they get mice, and they get baby birds. Poor hubby got splashed. Yes, he did. He got it good. He's all wet. Haha, I keep hearing the plows going by, just slushy ice out there. Yeah,
It's raining.
you can hear them going. Can you hear the slush here when the cars go by? You probably can't hear that, but yeah, it's raining now. It was snowing when we got up, but now it's rain and slushy and messy. So you gonna have to put your other pants on?
Yeah, I gotta change. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No sense in.
I can throw those in the dryer if you want me to.
Yeah, that'd probably work.
Yeah.
You probably
Okay.
will dry.
We have a lot of freezing rain here in Connecticut.
It's 35 out, so it's not freezing. That's good.
Yeah, at your place you're hearing them go by. That's about an inch of slush out here. And my new me, you're in New York, if I remember. Yeah. Okay, so any other stories to tell? I think I'm done. And I'm not going to sit here and stare at the screen and have nothing to say. So I just wanted to check in with you because because I haven't been on in quite a while. And hopefully I'll get back to Mondays at 1 p.m. when I usually do my lives. This Monday we're going to have Jeffrey. I don't usually have him on Mondays. So I'll just have to play that one by ear and see if I can still do a live while he's there. Maybe he'll be taking his nap or something. And Brenda said she finally got sun today. Yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming by. And be watching next time I announce I'm going to be on. And I may be starting starting a new panel on this and go through how to crochet these ponchos. Okay. Good to see you too, Ellie. Thank you all for coming by. See you next time. And if you're watching this on the replay, watch for videos popping up here, 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 and here. And take a look at those too. Bye-bye.